of 2010 student speaker Josh Mlcoch. In introducing Josh, I could tell you much about his academic talents, including his high GPA, the many academic awards he has won, the fact that he was awarded 2 associate degrees, both with honors, the fact that he'll transfer to the University of Virginia in the fall. I could go on and on. While all of this is certainly impressive, I thought I might instead talk a little bit about Josh's somewhat unique characteristics. But before I do that, I want to tell you just a brief story about Josh. When I arrived at PVCC a few months ago, I had many of what I will call Josh sightings. I saw Josh walking down the hallways, books in hand, talking with fellow students. A few days later, I attended a college senate meeting, and there was Josh, the student representative to the group. A few days later, I saw Josh dressed as one of PVCC's security officers, a part-time job I learned for him later on. I also saw Josh at club events. Wherever I turned, it seemed, there was Josh. Even this morning, at 10 a.m. at our nursing pinning ceremony, Josh was on duty, working as a security officer outside of the Dickinson building. Josh is everywhere. But now to Josh's unique characteristics. When asking Josh to tell us a few unique things about himself, it became apparent to me, very surprisingly, that both Josh and I, in fact, share some similar characteristics. Let me give you a few examples. First, Josh is the only member of his family with red hair. Me too. Josh wants to get his pilot's license and own his own small plane. Interestingly, I had a previous career in the airline industry. Josh was accepted at William & Mary and UVA, and he chose UVA. Interestingly, me too, but for graduate school. When asked if he had any favorite instructors, Josh smiled widely and laughed heartily while saying, "That's impossible. I have so many." Interestingly, when I'm asked if I have any favorite faculty members, I too laugh heartily and say, "That's impossible. I have so many." Josh also said, "I found that I love math. I didn't know that until I enrolled at PVCC." Well, Josh, with all due respect to my math faculty colleagues, that's where our similarities end. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you a young man who obviously knows and understands the value of higher education, your class of 2010 student speaker, Josh Mlcoch.
I come with thunder and lightning. But yeah, good point. Good evening, fellow graduates, families, and community members. I'm so honored to stand here among you. We have gathered here this evening to celebrate the conclusion of an incredible journey. I would like to take a few moments to reflect on this journey and the things that have made it possible. Our college has a great slogan: opportunity, access, excellence. When you first walk into the main entrance, there's a huge sign on your right that lists these 3 qualities. Now, my experience here has been all of these things. However, I believe there is something missing from the college's slogan. What is missing is also a defining quality of this college. Never glorified and never advertised, this one quality may be the most important one of all. This quality is integrity. When I first came to this college, I was nervous and unsure of my abilities, both as a student and as an individual. Today, that is no longer the case. I'm not even nervous right now. That's a lie. Today, I am confident and prepared. And I am confident that you are all as well, my fellow graduates. It is because of the integrity of this college and its members that we are now confident and prepared. It is because of this integrity that we have completed our journey, completed our goals, and in some cases, attained our dreams. And I lost my place. There are endless examples of this integrity here at PVCC, but I would like to highlight just a few so that you can understand when I say that this is a place of integrity. I would like to first point out the integrity of instruction. When I first arrived at PVCC, I began at the developmental math level of Algebra 1. Now I am leaving PVCC with math skills in upper level calculus. I believe this stands testimony to the incredible integrity of instruction within PVCC's wonderful math department and the college as a whole. Come on, give it up for PVCC's math department. I really like him. Thanks to the integrity of my math professors at PVCC, I was able to excel in this difficult subject, or challenging subject. I meant to say challenging. It's not that difficult. Challenging subject. And I found out it was not only exciting, but it was fun. During my journey at PVCC, I also found role models integrity. I would like to point out just 2 of these role models, although I could certainly spend all afternoon and get struck by lightning talking about the rest of them. But there are endless amounts, everyone. But I'll point out just 2. One of these role models was PVCC's Professor of United States History, Dr. Samuel Pincus. During my time in Dr. Pincus's classes and at his office hours, I not only learned about the subject he teaches so well, but about the importance of real critical thought and analysis. Thanks to Dr. Pincus and so many others like him, I now think with integrity, and I am confident that you do too, my fellow graduates. Another one of these role models was PVCC's Professor of Mathematics, John Hexter. During my time in Professor Hexter's classes, and as a member of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, of which he is an advisor, I learned about the importance of integrity of service. Professor Hexter always went above and beyond the call of duty as a faculty member, taking every opportunity to volunteer in the community and at the college. By Professor Hexter's example, I was encouraged to do the same. I became more involved as a volunteer at the college and in the community. Thanks to Professor Hexter and so many others like him, I now strive to serve with integrity, and I am confident that you do too, my fellow graduates. During my time at PVCC, I was encouraged to grow in my own integrity as well. One of the first courses I took at PVC was college composition. This was before I had established my confidence as a student. My professor noticed my lack of confidence, and she told me that she believed I could rise to the challenge. After hearing those words, everything changed for me. Since that time, I have strived to perform with integrity and confidence in all my academic endeavors. Thanks to this community, I have been able to do just that. I have risen to the challenge. I have accomplished my goals, and in some cases, my dreams. It is for these reasons, and for so many others, that I believe this community is truly one of integrity. I would like to mention 3 things in closing: a story, a thank you, and a challenge. Some time ago, a young man had a dream of studying the things he loved at one of the nation's best universities. At the time when he first had this dream, the road in front of him seemed impossible. However, encouraged by the people around him, he decided to set out on this road. Before he did, however, he took off his left shoe and with a permanent marker wrote on the inside of the shoe, UVA or bust. 2.5 years later, he took off his very worn left shoe and wrote again with a permanent marker, accepted to UVA. I'm happy to say that this story is a true one because of this integrity, because of this community of integrity, and I was that young man. I would like to thank this community for making my dream come true. I would like to thank the families and loved ones of everyone graduating today for your love and support. You have also made our journeys possible. I would like to thank my mother and father for being here today. I'm so glad you're here. I would like to thank my lovely girlfriend Hannah for supporting me for the last 2.5 years. And I would like to thank the faculty and staff of this college for their incredible and inspiring integrity. And finally, I have a challenge for you, my fellow graduates. I challenge you to go forth today with the integrity and excellence that has been fostered here. Take it to your homes, your workplaces, your future schools, so that everyone here tonight, everyone in the city, everyone in the state, and everyone in the world will know that this is a community of integrity. Congratulations, class of 2010.